Oh, and today we're going to talk about phones, well, social media, short form content, stuff like that. And I'm going to cover one major thing. And we could talk about how we can't tolerate boredom, or attention spans, or anything else, really. But the one thing that I think it's fucking up the most is our dopamine system. Now, kind of let me explain a little bit, because, okay, so we used to get dopamine from a goal, or we work towards something. We used to get from dopamine from the work we put into something and the reward we get out of it. And it's a simplified version. This video's not that scientific, but it's just give you an overview. And you could say, well, we just get dopamine from a cigarette or from a joint, for example. Yes, but there's still, even if it is minuscule, there's still some work that's been put into it, like the rolling of it, the lighting of it, or even trying to find a good place to smoke, or there's still some kind of effort that's been put in to get that reward, even if it is minuscule. But with our phones, we can literally just pick it up out of our pockets, start scrolling straight away. It requires the least amount of effort, and we get like such stimulation from it. So really what's happening is it work now, it just getting the reward straight away, basically. Now, I think the problem with this kind of thing is the fact even cigarettes, you maybe have one once an hour, once every 2 hours, but with our phones, it is literally constant. We can be on our phones 24/7. Like, it doesn't stop. And it doesn't help as well with the social media feeds. They used to end. There used to be an actual natural end to your feed. So once but now we can't satisfy a dopamine properly, so to speak, because there is no end. It just keeps going, just keeps going, the feed. So we don't actually feel satisfied. We never satisfy that craving for something to be complete, if that makes sense. It's kind of frying our brains because we're getting all this stimulation, all this dopamine, and we're not actually putting any effort into it. Like, for example, the most natural source of dopamine would be put in, I don't know, months in at the gym, for example, and you see your results over time. Because that's a good way, because you've put effort in and you don't expect instant results. With the phones, it is literally the least amount of effort for the dopamine that you get. Literally, there is no effort at all. You can just scroll. Kind of notice this in every conversation as well, because we're kind of used to that constant stimulation from short form content, for example. Like, I'm noticing conversations as well, we tend to talk over each other more in group settings because we want to get on to the next point, because our brain's like, we need to talk about this now. And maybe that can lean into something else, maybe in another video, but like, it's kind of tied into it, kind of. But it's like we talk over each other more because we're trying to get the next point across, and the next point out, the next point out, the next point out, which is kind of what short form content and stuff like that. But as I said, I can try and talk more about that in future videos. So hopefully you enjoyed. What we can do is limit our time on the phones, get out in nature more, and just try and be present, just try and enjoy the present moment. And yeah, that's about it.